Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hello and welcome back to Going Beyond the Castle. I am your lovely host, Ashley Rude. I'm also joined by my other host, Lori Talamo, and we are almost there, up and running. We are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. Anywhere you consume your social media, we're probably there. We're probably annoying. And that's okay, because that's how we prefer to be. Lori, how's your week?
Good. Nice and well, what is today? Thursday. Yeah. It's a long week. Like every day I was like,
Yeah.
gosh, it's only Tuesday. It's only Wednesday. So, but thankfully today's Thursday, which means tomorrow is Friday.
Thank goodness. Yeah, it's been a long week.
Yeah. I do have to work, but I get to work from home tomorrow. So that's good.
Don't rub it in. I drove 4 hours to Detroit Sunday. Well, north of Detroit. Spent a day up there. Drove 2.5 hours over to the other side of Michigan. Spent 2 days there and then drove all the way down back home. So
Yikes.
It has been a long week. While I am very glad to be home, I am so ready for the weekend. Sure. If you're just now hearing us, welcome. We are Going Beyond the Castle. We are your one-stop shop for anything travel-related. While I do bore Lori with all of my Disney-related content, she does enjoy talking about the cruise industry, and she is I just accidentally locked my computer. She is our resident travel agent. So, with that being said, please follow us wherever you do digest your social media. We are at Going Beyond the Castle. We're out there on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. Yeah, you name it, we're out there. And then you can follow Lori. Lori has her own travel page. She is Travel with Lori Talamo. It's like theme parks, cruises, and excursions. Is that the last word?
All inclusive, maybe.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Travel with Lori Talamo, and I'm sure you'll find her.
That's
and
the
if
easiest,
we ever pique your interest about any of the travel we talk about, please reach out to Lori, and she can coordinate all of your travel at LoriT@mousecounselors.com. She's even wearing her cool little mouse counselor shirt today.
I know. I did that today on purpose.
Repping the brand, baby.
Yeah.
That is a really cool shirt.
Thanks.
How do I get one?
Become a mouse counselor. I actually got this. It's got more on the back, too. I actually got this probably on my first trip that we went on together, the agency.
How long have you been a travel agent?
Since November 2020. For whatever reason, during COVID, I decided to do this. So.
Yeah. So you're almost 6 years in, 5.5 years.
Yep. Yeah, I got my little, right here. Keep it right here. Last year, I got my little 5-year 10. So, yeah. Next will be 10.
So fresh.
The one at 10. Yeah.
Are you going to make it to 10? Or should we talk about that later?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. I think tonight's topic is very near and dear to Lori's little travel heart. We are covering what's actually worth prepaying before a vacation. I don't know much about anything other than prepaying for the dining plan, so I'm excited to hear Lori's take on what you should prepay for and what you shouldn't prepay for and how you can go about doing all. First and foremost, we always cover the news. I think Lori's got some wonky social media stuff out there too. Most importantly, today they released the treats for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which we as in not Lori because she's lame, are attending next month. So this was really important to me. I was going to give you a chance for another jab back there.
Well, I wanted to go, but by the time I asked you what day you were going, it was already sold out. So
yeah,
the reason why you should not wait.
Yeah. But they released the treats. Everything's pumpkin flavored, of course.
Yum.
Over at Main Street Bakery, they've got Mickey shaped. How do you feel about the pumpkin stuff? You like pumpkin stuff because you like I
am a pumpkin
thing from
person. Yes.
The thing from
pumpkin
the place.
Spice macaron ice cream sandwich. There's a lot
Not
to
be specific, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey shaped cheesecake, pumpkin cheesecake with graham cracker crust and white chocolate whipped ganache. That sounds really
good.
Yeah. Apparently Gabby and Katie are not pumpkin people, so I'm going to be eating a lot on my own, sounds like.
Yikes. Go for it.
Mickey shaped cinnamon roll, right? Mickey shaped cinnamon roll at the Plaza. You got a pumpkin sundae, Plaza restaurant, pumpkin spice coffee, barbecue pork sandwich.
Wait,
I don't know about that.
The coffee in the sandwich is the same thing, or was that two separate things?
Coffee rubbed pork featuring Joffrey's pumpkin creme brulee coffee seasonal blend, cold brew barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would like that.
No, I don't think I'm a fan.
Me
Cold
either.
brew. And then it says, and a slaw with pumpkin spice aioli on a purple sweet potato bun. I don't think I'm down with that.
No, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, shoot, I kept scrolling. Skull
I mean, I
meatloaf,
like
Caribbean.
pumpkin desserts, not pumpkin savory stuff.
Right, yeah, I don't need pumpkin in like my entree. Not my jam. Skull meatloaf, Caribbean style glazed meatloaf served with loaded mashed potatoes and seasonal vegetables. That sounds pretty good. And I mean, it does look like a skull made of chicken. So
yeah, I'm not a meatloaf fan. I'll eat it sometimes, but it's not like my favorite.
Nah. No. Ghostly Delight Sundae, chocolate ice cream topped with chocolate cookie crumbs, marshmallow cream, almond sugar cookies and sprinkles, goblins and ghoulies, Captain Morgan original spiced rum. It's just a bunch of alcohol. Good. Yeah. Casey's Corner. These Casey Corner options are also pretty interesting. There's a Chipotle barbecue pork and street corn french fries, which, okay, that's pretty normal. Chipotle barbecue pork and street corn hot dog, not a fan. But then they have the Chipotle barbecue pork and street corn mini corn dogs, too. So, like, they just treated the mini corn dogs like the french fries and, like, sprinkled it all over.
Sprinkle it up in the top.
Yeah. And then there's a candy corn, is it Vereen? Layers of salted caramel. Yeah.
Go ahead and finish, I'm sorry. I was waiting to see if they had a candy corn something.
Yeah. Layers of salted caramel ganache, marshmallow panna cotta, whipped cream topped with caramel corn and candy corn.
That sounds good.
It doesn't look too bad either. I bet it's not going to look like that when I get it, but I'm not going to get it anyways. Dole Whip mango and chamoy float. What is chamoy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what chamoy is. Someone in the chat tell me what chamoy is, because I am uncultured and I don't know.
How do you spell that?
C-A.
It's a popular Mexican sauce. Salty, sweet, sour, and spicy.
Sounds miserable.
Yeah, kind of like a stomachache.
Here you go. This one's a little more catered towards your neck of the woods, Lori. It's a Cajun crawfish and sausage boutine.
Boo, would it be?
Waffle fries.
What's it
yeah,
like? Poutine,
instead of poutine. Yeah. Waffle fries topped with Cajun-inspired crawfish. Is it andouille? How do you say that? I feel very out of touch.
Andouille.
Andouille. Now I feel smart. And cheese curds. Gabby's excited for the beignets from Beyond. Light, sweet, and fluffy beignets with powdered sugar and chocolate cookie crumbs served with cookies and cream cheese dipping sauce.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hot honey lemonade. Yeah, doesn't sound good.
Hot honey lemonade?
Yeah. Not my jam. Pecos Bills, buzzard wings, whole chicken wings tossed with grilled onions, jalapenos, and lime. I just don't like spicy stuff, and I feel like most of this stuff is spicy.
Yeah, and I don't want to, sorry, I put a cough drop in, I couldn't talk. I don't want to eat wings at the park either. Not like whole wings that you're going to get it all messy and.
Yeah, exactly. Grilled masa flatbread, grilled corn cakes.
That sounds good.
Topped with braised chicken, butternut squash puree, cilantro, pumpkin seed sauce, shredded lettuce, pico de gallo, and queso fresco. I don't think that could be bad. Sounds like something they'd make it beacon barrel. Yeah. Pumpkin pie mini churros. I think I'm going to try those.
Yum.
Yeah. Chocolate caramel tart. Chocolate tart shell filled with chocolate ganache, caramel sauce, and caramel cream. Topped with Twix cookie bar pieces. Twix is my favorite candy.
Liv would like that. Liv too. That's my favorite.
It looks kind of cute too. Sleepy Hollow creepy kimchi corn dog. No thanks. Have you ever had kimchi?
I don't think so.
Me either. Pumpkin spice funnel cake sundae. Doesn't sound too bad.
No, that sounds pretty good.
Madame Leota seance candle. How do you feel about red velvet?
I like red velvet.
You do? I like it.
You don't?
It's red velvet cake and cookies and cream mousse.
You know why you don't like it?
It's chocolate.
Because it's basically chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a Jack and Sally pop. Jack is chocolate fudge. Sally is yellow cake with raspberry filling. There's a lot here. I didn't think there'd be this much. At the spring roll cart, there's a spicy pork spring roll with pineapple mustard. Why does everything have to be spicy?
Yeah.
Or more Jack and Sally pops at Liberty Square Market. Magic potion slushy. It's just blue raspberry and it looks like green apple slushy. Columbia Harbor House, there's a s'mores cup. That doesn't sound too bad. Pinocchio Village House, Phantasmal fried pumpkin ravioli served with black garlic aioli. I don't know how I feel about that.
Now that you say that, I think I have had like a pumpkin stuffed ravioli before. That was okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Gabby wants to try the undead garlic parmesan chicken strip. She loves garlic parm. So maybe I'll try it. The pumpkin ravioli. There's a Captain Hook treasure whoopie pie, chocolate whoopie pie with caramel filling, scary ghost slushy, blue raspberry with marshmallow foam. I'd probably eat that. And Be Our Guest beef short rib with purple potatoes, braised with red wine, roasted beef marrow bone, which I assume you'll have to get an ADR for this, right?
Yeah. Well,
Even if it's during Not So Scary?
yeah. Yeah, because it's not going to be, because they don't have quick service at Be Our Guest.
Yeah. Roasted beef marrow bone, poulet rouge, chicken, pumpkin cream caramel, apple cider margarita, castle fog. Yeah, these look like they're not going to be served as a quick service meal. And they also have Cinderella's Royal Table. I'm not going to read all of these because if you can't get it as a quick service, I don't care. Haunting jalapeno ranch tots. Nope. More wings. Buffalo chicken hand pie. Have you ever had a hand pie?
Mm-hmm. It's
What
just
is
like
it?
a fried. So trying to think, because the places that we have them here, like Cubig's is New Orleans, so is Antoine's. It's almost like okay, so you know how McDonald's used to have like the little apple, like the fried apple pies? That's kind of.
They brought them back.
What, did they?
Anyway,
that's kind of what a hand pie is. Like, just like a little fried pie.
Got it. Not so poison apple donuts. Those seem pretty good. Apple cider donuts rolled in apple cider sugar, drizzled with caramel sauce. Katie texted me and said those look really good. Oh, the hand pie almost looks like an empanada.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ursula cone at Storybook Treats. It's literally a black cone with purple ice cream. Cheshire Cafe, a mummy treat instead of the cattail. Same thing, just white icing stripes that look like a mummy. Cosmic Rays,
Oh,
sweet
see,
and
this
spicy
called
chicken
meatloaf
strip.
now. Not to go
Yeah,
back.
isn't it weird?
I pulled it up. Yeah, that is weird looking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I didn't anticipate going through this whole list, but I now realize that I'm committed.
That's all right. We're there now.
Sweet and spicy chicken strips at Cosmic Rays. Terrifying twice spiced chicken sandwich. Like, why? Mini witch hat. Chocolate cookie topped with peanut butter mousse, milk chocolate ganache, and buttercream. Not a poisoned apple slushie, probably just a green apple slushie with gummy worms on the top. Yep. Anti-Gravity's Candy Bowl Sundae, salted caramel soft serve with chocolate cone, Snickers bar, Twix bar, M&Ms, and that's it.
What? So they don't have, because last time I went from there, I got the candy corn shake. It was like candy corn ice cream with candy corn on it.
They have the Cauldron cold brew. Cold brew coffee with pumpkin spice foam and Halloween sprinkles. Nope. Jalapeno popper dog at the lunching pad. Skull cake. Ghoulish blue raspberry slushy. And that's it. But yeah, no candy corn. Pardon me. Candy corn milkshake for you. Sorry.
Dang it.
Yeah. The only other bit of news I have is Disney's doing like a random collaboration with Heinz. Did you see this? Yeah, so Disney and Heinz, like the condiment brand, have partnered together. They announced a multi-year alliance for parks and cruises. Where'd it go? It was, let me see where it was. 10 Kraft Heinz brands are coming to Disney dining locations in theme parks. There's going to be new condiment stations and custom equipment, and they're bringing new sauces to D23. It's very random.
Sweet. And it's kind of random.
Yeah. It includes Heinz, Philadelphia, and Kraft Mac and Cheese. It's going to be hundreds of dining locations. I didn't read this article earlier, but I found it interesting. So yeah, Disney and Heinz. Collab, yeah. All right, what you got?
Okay, so this isn't really news.
No.
But kind of going back to what do we used to call it? Dang it. Beyond the Comments or something?
Beyond the Comments, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah. Bringing it back. So I saw videos and I'm like, this can be real. But then I saw an announcement made by Carnival, which again, I didn't look too much into it, but a lot of people, I think it is real. I don't know if you saw it with the lady who was scratching her fungus feet on Carnival ship with a fork. You didn't see that?
No.
Yes. It's been like all over my stuff. Now I got the hiccups. Yes. And so there was like an article supposedly that Carnival put out that they noticed it and immediately took the fork out of rotation and, corrected it. But I'm like, how are you just going to sit out and like just be scratching your feet? That's just so disgusting. And if you think about that now, this is why I am a germaphobe, because that lady got caught. So like, what if other people have done this and they didn't get caught and you're eating with that fork that somebody was scratching their feet with? That's so disgusting.
A lot of questions here. In what kind of setting was this fork used? Like, was it like a quick service
they were at the
location,
buffet, like in the dining, like sitting down and like, where you go for the buffet, just scratching her feet with the fork.
So how do they know what fork it is? They said they took it out of rotation.
Well, I think they went and addressed it, like with the lady and took it. Like,
they caught her in like real time.
Yeah. Caught her in real time.
Okay, I thought she like posted the video and then like a week later
No,
they were like
somebody else posted
save
the
face.
video of her. Yeah, but apparently they said this is what they said, in their article. I should have kept the article, but I just randomly thought about this today. But yeah, I'm like, that's
What
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's why they should have, but they're not going to, because they don't want plastic, because plastic, pollutes the world and everything.
Save the fish.
But this is why I don't like using utensils that some random has used, because it's disgusting if you think about it.
That's weird. Don't do that. Don't be that lady.
No. Yeah. We'll have to save this for upcoming episode.
Yeah.
One of the topics.
Speaking of saving the fish, did you see that they saved like so many beluga whales in Canada?
I did not.
I don't know why they're being saved. It's probably really important, and I planned on looking into this later. But apparently they're sending some of the beluga whales to Shed Aquarium in Chicago. They're sending some of them to SeaWorld San Diego. They're sending some of them to like a zoo or something else. And I'm gonna go see those beluga whales. I have to.
Yeah. Do it.
I think we're gonna do a trip to the Shed Aquarium because they're close enough to sharks that I have to see them.
No. Speaking of sharks, I saw this video. See, we said we were gonna go down the rabbit holes today.
Oh, we always do. It's fine.
I saw this video and I almost sent it to you, or a TikTok. I don't know. It was something, a reel. And it was like saying, like if you're ever in the water and a shark comes towards you, like don't turn away and start paddling, because they see you as prey. So you have to face it. And now this might have been fake. I don't know. Or if because like it was this huge shark and the person was like in full scuba gear and they just stayed there. And as the shark came up, they just touched it on the head and just kind of like redirected it. And I was like, and it, like they had a little thing at the bottom, like, do not try this, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if it was real or not, but I'm like, I'm sorry. I would die, because if a shark's coming at me, there's no way I'd be able to keep calm and just stay and let it come to me. Like, I'm trying to get the hell out of there. Yeah, it was big.
Shark?
No, it was a big one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know what I would stand this.
You'd be like, hey, I like y'all.
Yeah.
I like y'all. Don't eat me.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. Okay, so you want me to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you had to see this. Everybody has seen this too. That's on any kind of social media, with the ladies who were dancing in the Skyliner. Like, first of all, I have grown to love the Skyliner as transportation. It's easy, like it's faster than a bus sometimes, so I'm good with it. However, I have very particular rules when we're in the Skyliner. Like, we have to sit, and we have to sit evenly. So if there's 4 of us, 2 have to sit on one side and 2 have to sit on the other. Like, we can't all sit on one side because I'm not trying to tip it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I think maybe when Josh and I were there last time, if it was just the 2 of us, we might have sat on the same side. Probably didn't like it, but there's no way in the world I would have been jumping around in that thing.
Wasn't it like 4 girls?
Yes.
On one side.
They've gotten so much backlash. I don't know. Now it's stupid, because I keep getting these stupid reels or whatever, TikToks, where it's like these, like banned for life. I don't think that's real. I don't even know if anything happened, but a lot of people have been, I don't think they got the responses that they were hoping for, because everybody was like, this is why we can't have nice things, and just kind of going off. But
yeah, I think that they thought it would be, I mean, it gave them what they wanted. They went viral. Essentially.
I was going to say they did go viral, just not for what they expected.
Yeah, but they definitely did not go viral for all the right reasons. Yeah, I don't think we've mentioned it. So there was a group of, I don't know how many people were in the Skyliner, but 4 girls were on the bench, standing and dancing in the Skyliner cab. And I'm all for having fun and making dumb decisions, but can we think about our safety first, please?
Well, yeah. I mean, like which again, Josh and the kids, they think I'm ridiculous, because they're like, there's no way for it to fall off the cable. Yeah. Which I don't know if I believe that. I think if we lean too much to one side, I think it's going to fall. But I mean, still, like, what if you accidentally fell and you knocked out the plexiglass or whatever? Or if it comes to an abrupt halt and you're standing up and then you break your leg because you're falling. I mean, it's just so many things that could have happened. Yeah, it's just craziness.
Yep. Nope, I agree. Yeah, and I mean, there's plenty of signs in the cab that say, like, don't stand, don't move around like an idiot, don't shake the Skyliner, like, just completely
sit
ignoring.
Down and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, just shut up and listen to that lady talk. Her voice is kind of calming to me.
Yeah, take a nap. I mean, I can't relax that much to take a nap, but If they're dancing
they're too
around, they're not
stressed.
scared. Yeah.
You're more worried about the weight balance than you are anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I have gotten better. We've done it enough times now to where I'm okay. But like literally in the beginning, it was like full on panic mode. That's why like every time we stay at Pop, Josh is like, I can't believe you want to stay there as much as you're afraid of heights. Cause I do it because of the Skyliner, cause it's just easier.
It's convenient.
And it's convenient, but yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either. Don't be an idiot.
Don't be an
Don't
idiot.
scratch your feet with forks, and do not stand up and shake your ass on the Skyliner. Enough said.
Exactly. Just sit on it.
Just sit down, shut up, and enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Travelers.
Takeaways for tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
We've spent 30 minutes BSing everyone. Do you want to dive into the topic?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we're talking about, and this kind of, I think, is a good follow-up to last week a little bit.
Hold on, I'm getting a hot flash.
Sorry. Is this going to be like a every week joke at me now? Hey, I don't have them anymore, so you can have them.
Sorry.
No, it's funny. It is funny. I haven't carried my fan around this whole week, so.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't need them.
Yeah.
The first week I was like, I'm not sure. It might come back. Let me just take it. Okay. Anyway, so we're talking about what's good to pay before vacation, like a prepay, and what's not okay. So kind of following up to again last week. There's so many things depending on the vacation that you're going on. There's so many things that you can pay for in advance. Some are optional, some are not. Sorry, getting family text. Like some people choose to prepay things because again, you want it to be like an all-inclusive, you want it to be paid for, that way when you get there, you don't have to worry about paying for anything. Everything's done. It can reduce, like costs while you're there. If you pay for everything up front, you still bring spending money, but you don't have to worry about food or you don't have to worry about transportation. All of those things are already covered. So what you bring with you is strictly budgeted for, fun stuff, souvenirs and things like that. And my favorite comment was reducing the post-credit card shock. So that's one of the things too, like with charging to your Magic Band at Disney or like even on the cruise, like if you're charging it back to your cabin, you're like, oh yeah, just charge it. And then you get that bill at the end, like, what the heck did I do? And, you tend to spend it because it's not a credit card technically when you do those things because you have to pay it before you actually leave. You may have it on a credit card to where, you're not paying for it, but you are paying for it. So, and then as we talked about last week, is it an actual cost savings or is it just convenience? So that's kind of the decision, I guess, to make between prepaying or just kind of waiting for later. Trying to see what's the reasoning behind it, basically.
What up? Do you guys do the whole credit? What?
All of a sudden, I guess my headphone died because I can only hear you through a computer. So 1 second.
Holding. Should I play some Jeopardy music? Not now.
Nope.
What about now? Just when I had an opinion.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Okay, great.
I'm back.
Are you guys the type of family that charges everything and worries about it later? Or do you pay it? What is your financial vacation style?
Yeah, pretty much well, it depends. So if I had gift cards, then I'll use the gift cards first. But then if not, I do just kind of charge it too. Like for Disney, I'll charge it back to the room and same thing on the cruise. Just charge it back to my cabin and then pay for it at the end.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
We're pay as we go. We have it all budgeted out and everything. So we just, we know what we're going to spend and we spend it that day. We don't worry about charging it afterwards. I think in theory, paying it off at the end of the night sounds nice.
Yeah.
But if I don't know what I'm spending, do you keep track of what you're spending on a day to day so you're not sticker shocked, or do you they give you the wand and your credit card's attached to it and you just.
Yeah. And it's actually not even, I don't even use my credit card. It's my debit card. So it's coming out of my account.
Yeah.
But I mean, we really don't go overboard though. So we know what dinners we're going to do. So we have, very specific, I'm talking about, this is obviously Disney. We know which dinners we're going to book, we have booked. So we kind of have an idea. Okay. We're going to spend that much on those, those dinners. And then we're not going there drinking. We're not heavy drinkers. So we don't go drinking and spending. So it's really just kind of snacks. And then most of the times we don't even do breakfast. We'll just do a lunch. So
yeah,
we're not really budgeting, but we know that we're not going to go crazy either. And then I'll always buy the kids, if the kids aren't with us, my adult kids now, but I still bring them something back.
Yeah.
And usually I'll get my mom something too. So we're not really heavy spenders though. So
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
not,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's not too bad.
Gotcha.
When it's
Okay.
Josh and I, of course, if Olivia's with us or Braden, then
They
they're
get
going to
whatever
buy
they
more
want.
things because they're there and they see it. But
Yeah.
if I'm just bringing them something home, they'll get like one thing.
Yeah.
So, and then Addie too. I have to add Addie, my future daughter-in-law. She always gets something too now. So
And you got to add me and Gabby and the baby. Don't forget to add them to your list.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
if
then
they
on
have any,
cruises, what's that?
I was going to say if they have any cute Disneyland onesies, I might have you get one.
Okay.
Anyways, we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
And on the cruises,
Like on the cruises, everything's already paid for. So
yeah.
like food wise, like I don't do any of the food that you have to pay for. Like I don't do those because there's enough food that you don't have to pay extra. So, and then of course, like the excursions and stuff and all that costs more, but that's later on in a segment. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I'm on my yawning kick.
basically, yeah. Well, and I'm like coughing and
We are a hot mess tonight.
we are a hot mess. I don't know why. Like, I think it's allergies because every so often I'll get this where I just kind of randomly cough. Well, I mean, you've been knowing me for how long now? And it just comes and goes. And
Yeah.
right now is
It's
the
all right.
time. Yeah. Okay. So locking it down, things that you should not wait on. So in every vacation setting, I mean, I guess unless you're just going to road trip and wing it as you go, then everything's just kind of, like, I guess some people do that. I don't know, where they just, let's get in the car and drive and we'll just stop wherever. Then of course you can't prepay or plan for those kind of vacations. But for cruises, for all-inclusive resorts, which is paid for basically, or just other land vacations, there are things that you should pay for in advance and some things that you can wait. For instance, things that you shouldn't wait on, obviously, like if you're going to Disney like you are with the party, don't wait on special event tickets, party tickets, things like that, because I can promise you, even though I don't think that many days have sold out for this year,
I think
3.
3.
I mean, it's still early. It's only July. So the party starts the end of August, mid-August?
I think well, our party's the second week and we're going the 14th. So
yeah,
first week of August really, but yeah.
Yeah. So you don't want to wait on that because there's so many times we see on Facebook that people are like, hey, I waited too long and the party sold out. Does anybody know anybody getting tickets? So
yeah,
you definitely don't want to wait on that. Or if you're going to a destination and there's like a concert that's going to be there or some kind of special event that's happening. If you know you want to go, do not wait to buy those tickets because there's always the chance that it can sell out. Now, 100%. There's the other side of that, which we'll talk about later, where it becomes, if it's refundable or not refundable, can kind of play into the decision too. But if you don't want to risk it, get the tickets.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. I was trying to think of a way to make it rhyme, but there you go. Another thing too, like I said, for cruises, like there's a lot of popular excursions and like a couple of the ones that we did, one of Olivia's friends that was going, her family's funny. Like they kind of last minute. And so she was like, okay, tell me again which excursions y'all are doing. And it was like, well, the one that Ava came with us, I'm going to blast the family now. But like the reason only Ava came was because they waited too long and they only had one spot left. And so it was Ava's graduation. So her mom let her come.
Yeah. That was the boat, the boat one, right?
The speedboats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was not that amazing, but yeah. So if you wait, there's a risk of it selling out and then you don't get to do it. So it just depends on how important it is to you. I mean, there might be like some like, okay, well, we didn't get it. We'll just do something else. That's fine. But if it's one, like, I don't think it's sold out, but like, for instance, with the pig, someone with the pigs, if we really wanted to do that, that's a very popular one. So don't wait, book it in advance.
So weird.
It is so weird. Another thing is like airport transfers. So most of the time, like if it's just Josh and I, we'll do Uber or Lyft because it's fine. It's just 2 of us. If it's 4 of us or more, and we had, depending on how much luggage we have, I mean, if it's just the 4 of us, I may still Uber or Lyft. But if we bring extra people or if we have families that are with us, then I will definitely book an airport transfer just because, it might be a little bit more expensive, but at least, when they're there, they'll pick you up and get you and you don't have to wait. We did that for the cruise because the airport to the cruise port was about an hour, about 40 minutes. And I just wanted to make sure that we were taken care of. So airport transfers are important to lock in. Now, if you want to just Uber or Lyft, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're, a bougie person like me and you want to make sure that your transfers are covered, you have to book those in advance. That way you get the
Right.
company that you want. You're not just settling too.
Yeah, I mean, we always, we wait until the last minute, but we always book with Mears, and we've never had any problems with them. And I mean, they have a great service. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a couple times when we used to land in Sanford. I had a friend who would pick us up, not Katie. I was like a friend of a friend, and she would pick us up and take us to our resort and pick us up when we were done. It was a little pricey. It's probably a little more expensive than Mears, but I mean, we didn't have to wait on a bus or anything.
Yeah, and it's private, so you go straight to your resort and having to make multiple stops.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about Mears is like you get on your bus and you have no idea when it's gonna leave.
Yeah.
You just sit there and wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
And then like it stops at like multiple resorts. So like, where's your resort in all of this?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're going in and you don't have any plans for that day, then it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But usually most people are like excited, they want to be there. And
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do Magical Express and it was kind of the same way. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're getting in at 10 o'clock next month. So like we aren't gonna get to our resort until probably almost midnight. So that's gonna suck, but
make sure, which I'm sure you probably know this, but pro tip, make sure you let the resort know that you're going to be checking in late. As long as you're there before, like, the next morning, but if something happens and you get delayed, because they'll think you're like a no-show and they'll give you room away. Do the online
check-in. Upgrade me. Yeah, I might call them too and just let them know we're going to be late.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that. Like, hey, we have a late check-in.
Yeah. I'm also just watching the Frontier flights because there's an earlier flight. Well, shoot, I don't think we can do it anymore because Gabby scheduled a doctor's appointment. Never mind, but we were going to try and go earlier. Yeah, we're getting in late. It's all right.
Didn't. What else? Like we kind of talked on it, like with the excursion and stuff, but stuff that's may have limited capacity too. For like Ava's family, you don't have enough for your whole family, so then everybody can't go.
Yeah. Then they have that stuff at Disney too. They have like what's the thing they do at Coronado with the glass, and you can make like the Mickey design. What's it called? A mosaic. Like you have to prepay for that, and the castle painting that I always talk about, we had to prepay for that as well. So same thing.
Yeah, popular dining experiences, prepaid dining, as you know. I mean, it says so. I don't know. Popular dining experiences. We're on the fence about prepaying. I don't know why I put this one under things you shouldn't wait on. I guess if you want it, don't wait on it. Do I think it's important for prepaid for dining? No, but if you want the popular dining experiences and it's some that you have to prepay for, like for instance, I was talking with the client yesterday about Space 220. They have the dining plan. Well, actually, I don't think you have to prepay for Space 220. Cinderella's Royal Table. Yeah, that one you have to prepay for.
You have to prepay for Hoop-de-Doo Review too.
Yes, so I'm like, if you want those, you have to prepay for them, and I wouldn't wait, especially because to get the timing and the seating that you want.
Yeah.
So basically, to wrap up this segment, it's just more of, sometimes waiting can actually cost you the experience. So you have to determine what's more important, prepaying, in advance and getting it set up or potentially missing out on the event.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
Another big topic is travel protection, the big insurance conversation. So a lot of people ask, and so one thing, disclosure, I am a travel agent, not an insurance agent. And so when we get very specific questions, I cannot answer if the insurance will cover it or not. I can give you, we give guidance, we give the link to look at the plan and see. After what happened to me coming home from Turks and Caicos, because I'll be first to admit, I never used to get travel insurance. And even though I recommend it to clients, I would not do it personally. And thankfully, when I was going to Turks and Caicos, it was a requirement of the trip that we had travel insurance. And so I went ahead and bought the annual plan through Travel Insured, which is, we have an affiliate link with them. And so, because I knew I had several trips coming up, and I'm like, well, you know what? Let me just get the annual plan and then all the trips will be covered. And thank God I did, because when my flight got canceled and I had to stay an extra night, when my flight got canceled multiple times and I had to stay an extra night, the travel insurance covered that hotel stay. So I didn't have to pay for it out of pocket.
Nice.
Yes. The timing is very specific on travel insurance. So like with Disney, I'll recommend, because Disney's travel insurance is non-refundable. So I'll recommend to clients to add travel protection when they're making their final payment, unless you have a pre-existing condition that you want to potentially be covered on your insurance. Then you have to pay for insurance 14 days. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear that. I guess we're getting some remnants of Bertha. It's like thundering out there.
I think I hear the rain, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
I don't know.
And then, so you have to get travel protection within 14 days of placing your deposit. So if you have a pre-existing condition, then I recommend just not necessarily getting the supplier's travel insurance, but getting some sort of travel insurance, right when you book your trip. That way it's all covered.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. So supplier protection versus third party. There's certain suppliers' insurances that I'm not a fan of. So for the most part, I will recommend a third party insurance. For instance, like Universal's insurance is like cancel for any reason. I mean, that's great if that's all you need it for. Like if something happens and you want to cancel it or whatever, but you have to think of the other things, like if you have an accident or if you need medical attention, those kind of things are not going to be covered by those types of policies. So that's why I recommend really looking at the supplier's policy versus a third party supplier. A lot of people's credit cards have travel protection. So, just got to look at it and make sure within that 14-day window that you have some kind of protection for your trip, because you never know. I mean, that's why they call it accidents.
Right,
you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the weather over you. There's like nothing there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, I think, we didn't really get much from Bertha, and then it went away and then it kind of came back inland. I don't know that it's from Bertha. It's,
yeah.
But
Bertha is in Texas now.
Yeah, so that's probably not it. It's probably just regular summer rains here. Yeah, so reading the policy really matters. So it's not something, again, for the most part, is it something that you're paying for that you probably won't need? Probably so. But it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, you never know. So just read the policy and make sure that you know what you're getting. Make sure you know that it's not just something like, oh, if I cancel it, then I'm covered. But then you're there and something. I mean, like I just read something where there was a girl on an excursion and she was doing a zip line and there was another wire and she actually landed on the wire in a not so good spot.
No.
And thought she was okay and ended up in the emergency room. They were in Mexico, ended up in the emergency room. And it was like, she went to the medical care, I think, on the cruise ship. And it was like, either you have to get off here and go to the hospital in Mexico. You could stay on the ship and we can treat you till we get back home and, through the whole rest of the cruise. Or you can choose to get airlifted home and go to the emergency room, which is what she did. That's thousands of dollars. I can't even imagine. So if you don't have travel insurance and something like that happens, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah. That was pretty awful, like reading the whole thing. So definitely recommend travel insurance. Again, I know it stinks to pay for it because you're like, gosh, this extra money that, especially when you have a family, if you got a family of 4 and you're paying, could be an extra $200 or more.
Yeah.
But
Katie said that's a $50,000 bill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be. I mean, they were doing a GoFundMe. Somebody was like trying to help raise money to help them pay for it.
Yeah.
What? That's wild. Yeah. So what happens when your plans change and you have already prepaid for all of these things? That's where the fun stuff comes in. Some stuff will be refundable and there's some stuff that will be non-refundable. So that's why you have to make the decision early on, like I'm all in. And whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Because if it's non-refundable, then there's nothing that you can do about it. I mean, like even so for Disney party tickets, it's non-refundable, but with those, you can use that money later towards something else. So like you don't necessarily lose the money. You're just not going to get the money back, but you could apply it towards tickets later.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If your flight changes, that's one of the reasons why you want to have travel insurance, because if your flight changes and you end up missing your cruise ship, again, please don't fly in the day of your cruise.
Right.
You want to fly in the day before, because if your flight changes and anything happens, because then you're out of your money for your cruise.
Yeah.
What else? Cancellation deadlines. Oh, I know. We have some very close friends. They're funny. And I'm like, do you have a travel friend who can help you next time? But that happened to them. So they were going on a Royal Caribbean cruise and then they were going to go to Disney after. And they get in the Uber and they're on their way to the port. Well, and I don't remember exactly how long. It was like an hour and a half in and they're like, we should have been at the port by now. Well, they were taking them to the wrong port. And I think they might have waited a little too late to get in the Uber. So they were already kind of like stressed for time or whatever. And so the extra time, they ended up missing the ship. And so thankfully it took them a lot of work, but they were able to get I think it was Royal Caribbean, to let them get on a different cruise instead of them losing out all their money. They explained to them what happened, and thankfully the stars aligned for them, and they were blessed, and that so they just flip-flopped everything, and they did a Disney trip first and did their Royal Caribbean trip after. But had it not worked out that way, and I don't know if they had travel insurance or not, they would have missed out on that whole cruise and just been out of the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to be prepared for those things. Just like prepaid doesn't always mean that it's better, or it doesn't always mean that you're protected. It's just more of, again, like the all-inclusive feel. You get the things that you want. Everything is lined up. So you just show up on vacation and don't have to worry about paying for anything extra. But again, like when we found out last week with the dining plan, doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be cost efficient. It's just going to be convenient. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's just, what makes the most sense and go with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think prepaying for the dining plan, and you and I were talking about this before we went live, but like prepaying for the dining plan was great because we didn't have to budget for that money going into our vacation. We didn't have to worry about the expense of, lunch and dinner every day. So it was nice to just kind of get what we had already paid for, and it was taken care of. And it was one thing we didn't have to worry about. But, after we did the math and looked at things, we were like, oh, wow, yeah, that was not playing in our favor there. So, and that's what you have to do. You have to do it before just like, with you and your flights, now you know that having it is better than not having it.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. And another thing I didn't mention too is like on cruises, you have the opportunity to like prepay your gratuities. You're going to pay for them no matter what. Mm-hmm. They're going to add it to now you can go to customer service and get it removed. Don't do that, please.
Don't be a don't be a douche.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, I'm going to take it off and I'm just going to pay it to whoever I want. I get that, but I always pay extra. So like I pay whatever the prepaid gratuities are. And then as soon as we get on a cruise ship, I give my room steward $20. And I'm like, here's 20.
Take care of me.
That way they take care of you. And then all throughout. And I think the guy, we gave him $20 on the first day. And I think on the day that we got off, I think we gave him another $60. So we gave him like an extra $80.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, he brought me that fan. And I was like, you're getting some extra money for that.
Hell yeah.
But they'll take care of it because this is their livelihood. And not saying that they expect it or they're owed it. They're going to still do their jobs, but you might get a little bit extra if you.
Yeah. They're going to be a little more willing to go above and beyond should you slide them a little extra cash.
Yeah, absolutely. So I always prepay my gratuities. I will always now get travel protection. I will always get lightning lanes.
That's one that
I will prepay for.
Get the dining.
I will not get the dining plan. I will not prepay for a drink package because there's no way in the world I'm drinking 15 drinks a day. So it doesn't make sense. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Those are the main ones. May pay for airport transfers. Just depends on how many people are with us.
Yeah.
I will prepay my excursions because I want to get what I want. I don't want to have to wait till I get on the ship and pick things.
Yeah.
I may pick different excursions than I picked this last one, but.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to think of what things we've taken advantage of. I think really we just do like the airport transfers. I think we might be a little more open to travel insurance here in the future with the baby. There's something you said
it's
that
so
resonated
hard because
with me.
like with Disney, it's like, okay, do I really need it?
Yeah.
If you look at it from a cancellation perspective, probably not, but it's more of the unknowns things, that could happen.
Yeah.
Also, another thing now I don't have to because I realized that I get it for free now, but TSA PreCheck is another thing I will always recommend to pay for.
Yeah, I have it.
Because yes, that I didn't realize because I work at a chemical plant and I have a TWIC card, transportation workers something card. Mm-hmm. And so with that, I get free TSA PreCheck.
That's amazing.
So I don't have to pay for it anymore, but I paid for it the years before. I think it lasts for 5 years when you pay for it.
Yeah. Because I got it in 23 or 24. 24 probably. So I still got a couple years. But one of our very loyal listeners sent me a coupon for Clear, and I'm holding on to it to use for next month because I said, you have saved Gabrielle. Because I have a feeling
she doesn't have it?
No, and I think that being 20 weeks pregnant and post-Disney, she will be happy to breeze through TSA.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah,
I'm
and then when you
excited to try
have
that out.
it and you have kids, I think so. It
You just take
it
them
gets
with
set
you.
up to 12, but Olivia got it. I think Olivia was even 17 and was able to get she got TSA pre-check with me. She doesn't now, but she has her own. Like even I set my kids up with their own TSA pre-check the first time. I'm like, after that, you're on your
You
own
pay
if you
for
keep
it.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they both have it. They're gonna be so spoiled.
Yeah, they are. It's all right. At least you know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, I think this is important, so I don't want to leave it out. But what questions are important to ask, like when you're paying in advance? I don't think you hit that, but if you did, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I think it's just important so like if you're asking yourself, it's more of, okay, how important is this to me? If it's important, if it's like, like if you got things that that you and your family want to do, then just go ahead and prepay for it. And then that way it's done. If it's something like, if it's an excursion or if it's a dining, things like that you're booking, then find out, is it refundable? Is it non-refundable? What's the cancellation policy? Make sure those things. That way, if something happens and you have to cancel, you're not surprised by the outcome. You
Right.
just want to kind of know in advance.
Yeah. Check the weather too. That's probably an important thing, especially during hurricane season.
Yeah. Well, and like with cruises, with excursions and stuff, you can cancel those and get your money back. I'm sure once you're on the sailing, I don't know like how, even if you're on the ship and you go to guest services and we're like, hey, we're something came up, we're not gonna be able to make it, I'm pretty sure they'll refund you. I don't 100% know. I think with that, they may just put it as an onboard credit at that point, but like you can, because we canceled the pig one and we got our money back. So it's good to book them as soon as you know you want them. But then if things change, like us, change your mind and you see something else, then you can cancel and get your money back.
You see all the pigs pooping and you decide you don't want to do it.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Even though I'd said it before we paid for it, that pigs poop in the water.
Gross.
But that's
I think
so
Katie's still here. I want to hear her opinion on it. The pigs pooping in the water.
Did she do it?
I thought she did. Didn't she?
Maybe so.
I
can't remember.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Because I talked to somebody who went on it and they were like, they were pooping, but they would just scoop it out. I'm like, but it was still there.
It was, yeah. Did they scoop all of it or did they just get like most of it?
I don't know. That's so disgusting.
Yeah,
What if it's if it's diarrhea? They can't scoop that out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and how do you know what's mud and what's poop?
Exactly.
I'm done thinking about this, Lori. Why'd you do this to me?
Yeah, sorry. Let's go back and talk about the snacks and end it on a snacks.
On a snack note. Man, I'm so excited to eat some of those snacks.
Same.
Definitely going to have
I'm excited for you.
But you'll have Oogie Boogie snacks to come back and review.
Yeah, yes. I'm so excited to try a churro and Disneyland. I can't wait for that.
Nice.
Yeah, and if anybody is still listening, I need some ideas for costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all did give me some. Y'all gave me some good ideas, but
no, we didn't.
I'm trying to think. Some of the I imagine that there's somebody who's going that's more creative that can come up with an idea.
Maybe.
But we'll see.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see what you guys decide on. For sure. Alrighty. Well, thanks for bestowing all of your knowledge about prepaying upon us. We appreciate you immensely. Unable to verify again. TikTok will not let me prolong this. There we go. I feel so much smarter now having listened to you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for joining tonight. What are you laughing at?
Like, it's so hard to tell, like, if you're being serious or, obviously I know you don't feel smarter from that, but.
I learned a lot. Like, some of this stuff I didn't know. So yeah, I did learn. I was being serious this time.
Sweet.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We really appreciate all of you for showing up and listening to us, whether it be once or twice or every week. We're just glad you're here. You will hear this episode. If you're not listening live, you will hear this episode on Tuesday mornings when you wake up. You can follow us on any social media at Going Beyond the Castle Podcast. You can follow Lori at Travel with Lori Talano.
That's right.
It's gonna stick. Or if any of the excursions or cruising or Disney trips, if any of that interests you tonight and you thought to yourself, wow, I'd really like to do some of that, but I have no idea where to start, can email Lori at LoriT@mousecounselors.com. Any final remarks, Lori? It's almost Friday.
I have no words. Yes. I still have to get up at 4:30 tomorrow to go to the gym, though.
I also, I'll text you at 5.
Okay.
And it'll be 4 your time, so it'll just be a half hour.
Then don't text me because it'll wake me up. Text me at 6.
I got you. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Everyone have a good night, and we will see you next week.
Bye.